today we got a beautiful 128D. This is the plastic version, the European version. I believe this one is from Germany. I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from. I got it a good while back, and it's been sitting in boxes out here in the building. I haven't messed with it, so we're going to take a look at it. Let me look at this keyboard one more time. Usually these keyboards have been opened and messed with. This one has not. It's still got the little plastic film over the screw that was under this rubber foot. One of these rubber feet's missing. That's no big deal. So it hasn't ever been opened, which is awesome. That means it hasn't been messed with on the inside. Now, I haven't even tested this thing out. I've had this for quite a while. And things happen. I just never got a chance to mess with it. But, let's see here. It does have a switch. So, I'm guessing that's, well, it could be one of two things. It could be either a device number switch for the internal drive, or it could be Jiffy DOS on and off. So, I don't know. We're going to open it up and see. Alright, so I lost my audio from the other recording, so we're just going to walk through this. It's pretty simple. I'm just going to open up the case. It's 4 screws, pretty much right in the corners here. Alright, cover comes off. We got the power cable coming in. This is the power supply there. It's totally enclosed in that case. And that's what we're going to swap out with the newer modern switching power supply and change it over to 120 volts. This is the basically the board right out of a 1571. And here we can see where that switch goes. It was on the back. Turns out it is not a Jiffy DOS or device number switch. It was a dual ROM that could go from 1571 to 1541. So you could operate the drive in either mode by flipping a switch. So that's what the switch was for, and we're going to go ahead and start getting this removed, everything out of here. Okay, here's our donor board that we're going to use for all the parts we need to put on this 128D. First, we're going to remove the original timing crystal, replace it with the NTSC timing crystal. Pretty straightforward. Just a couple of pins to desolder, pop it right out, pop a new one in. Also, you have to replace both of the video chips. You can see I have them removed right here in this video. And then also you have to remove the solder from that jumper at J1. And you see that in the upper right hand corner of the screen. Alright, so now I'm just going to start putting everything that I can back together and get this all set out of the way so we can start working on the power supply. But heat shield goes back in, and I can go ahead and get the disk drive back in also. and then we will start taking apart the power supply so we can remove all the old components and install new components. So we're just going to take this old one apart. It's a 240 voltage European model, and we're just going to take everything out, just screwed in there. Pretty simple to remove. That's the original transformer there, and then we have the power supply board that supplies the DC voltages here. We're going to get that and get it out of the way. So what I did was I also installed a replacement fan. It's a 12 volt DC fan, but I'm going to hook it to 5 volts so that it runs a little slower, a little bit more quiet. And as you can see here, I used a Meanwell power supply for the DC voltages. It supplies 5 volts and 12 volts. And then I used an encapsulated transformer for my 9 volt AC. We're just getting all that wired together, and I'm running the wire out the side. That's where I'm going to make a little connector to hook it to the main power line. Okay, I got the connector on. So I'm going to plug it in, see what happens. We'll put it all back together, we'll plug it in and see what happens. We're going to hook it up to a monitor and then fire it up. Hopefully everything goes to plan. Okay, we got the 128D all hooked up here. Got it hooked up to a 1701. I'll probably hook it up to 1902 or something later, but I don't plan on using it in 80 column mode at all, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, we're going to fire it up here. And I did, while I had it apart, I installed Jiffy DOS on the 128 and the 1571. So, very good. It's working good. Let's try it in 64 mode. There we go. The drive is very noisy, but it works. Awesome. Beautiful machine and good project. I plan on keeping this for a while and having some fun with it.